Our viewers have sent us questions that they'd like us to discuss. Join us on Together in Grace as we talk about and answer each question. Welcome to Together in Grace. Today we're talking about questions that you, the viewers, have sent in. We'd like to discuss them and answer them for you. Our first question is, there's a lot of AI out there on social media. How do you know if it's real or not?
I would say, and I have done this, is when you're looking at social media and you have something that's so ridiculous or questionable, you look below and look at the hashtags or anything that they have there. I thought they're supposed to say hashtag AI generated, something like that. And that's an obvious. But I have seen some that are so questionable, and there's nothing, no hashtags, no anything.
You don't know where they're coming from.
You don't know where they're coming
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
So I just encourage anyone, if you're going to repost something you think it's cool, really shouldn't be reposting something that you don't have any source of where it's coming from or who's it's generated by.
Especially if it involves a human being.
Exactly.
Especially
Like, yeah,
true.
there's obvious ones where some dog is, I don't know, driving or something.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
like
you know
there's
that's
those
AI
ones.
generated.
Right.
There's a lot of things that are AI generated, and there's a lot of things that they're doing using people's faces.
Right.
And the thing is with AI, because I take a class, AI is not perfected yet to use someone's face where it actually looks like them. So if you know the person and you can tell this is not him doing it, because AI can do anything and say anything that maybe you didn't say, and you've got to be very careful.
Right.
Not everybody, I mean, there's people using AI to say scriptures, but it's not all the word. It's putting you can't change the word. It says it in the word. You do not change his word. But there's people that are putting in teachings and stuff that are very questionable. You got to be very careful with AI.
I've seen some videos. Was it you all that we were talking, or someone sent me something that they were showing these different ministers, and they were all saying the same thing that was not from the Bible.
Right.
But yet it made it seem like, oh, look at all the unity of all these pastors that are saying all these things. And that was all AI generated. That was.
You have to be very careful.
And also you have to pray and make sure, like, Lord, give me discernment.
No kidding.
I always pray, especially every day for the staff here, that he gives us eyes to see, ears to hear, and he puts a guard over our mouth. But when you pray that, a Holy Spirit is going to show you things when you know it's not real, or you hear things and because
It's questionable.
it's very questionable. That we've got to cover each other that way. I always pray the same thing for you two, that we always have the eyes to see, and this is spiritually. You want to have eyes to see what God's showing us, not what man's showing us, and ears to hear.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot out there.
Right.
So our next question is, when you find yourself retired or at home alone, how do you keep yourself busy?
I would say for a while there I was retired. I think I was busier than working, because you end up, I spent time with you girls. I spent time with my stepmother. I kept busy with different things. Of course, I traveled a lot. So you can keep busy, but the most important thing is I found myself, I always wanted to read something Bible-based, whether it's fiction or reading the Word. I always read the Word and read, my devotionals and things like that. But I like to read, or I'll watch a movie that's faith-based, that has biblical stuff, biblical scriptures that you're going to draw from it.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like you can be busy with that. You can, what is it? Hobbies?
Yes. It's like I paint, or if you're not crafty, maybe get into a class.
Yes.
And another thing is get involved with something. Get in a Bible study. Get yourself out of the house.
Don't stay home and be
Don't
a
stay home.
hermit.
Don't be so inward
Right.
thinking. It's like, what can I do to help somebody else? You can even make phone calls if you are literally stuck at home, you can't get out. You can make phone calls, check in on people, encourage people over the phone.
Yeah.
But
Learn to make these.
hobbies,
Yes, hobbies.
Or if you
something productive,
if you're homebound, invite someone to come over.
right?
For
Say,
coffee or
I'll make
tea.
coffee,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
have something, or maybe you can even meet somebody that wants to learn a hobby. In today's world on YouTube, good
Oh my
Lord,
gosh,
there's
true.
like
And there's
anything
so
you
many
want to
things.
learn to do, it's in there.
Oh, no, I have Diane that tells me what to do because I paint with her. And it's a good thing because she knows what she's doing.
Right.
So I mean, there's always something you can learn for painting, crafting, whatever you love to do.
Yeah.
You know.
But put yourself out there.
Yes.
One thing that Diana and Vicki and I do is that we will meet once a month at someone's house, and one of us will cook. And I mean, if it's at my house, I will do the dessert and the main meal, and they come over.
And we get to enjoy it.
And it's such a blessing. And then, you know, the next month someone will do
Yes.
it. Or if one of us for some reason can't do it, we go out and eat instead.
Yes.
But it's having that fellowship. Don't you think that's so neat to have fellowship? That it's something I look forward to. Because that does take time.
Well, it builds us up. It edifies us because
Right.
we speak the word most of the time. We talk about things in the family, talk about things that are going on, but also bring it to
Well, the
biblical
Lord's-
base. And you know, it's helped us to grow spiritually.
And I'm thinking, you know, if you're retired and you feel like you don't have any more purpose, what can I do? What can I offer? Well, if you're a believer, do you have something to offer? Absolutely.
Yes.
I think of the prayer of Jabez. I think it's First Chronicles. It's bless me, Lord, enlarge my territory. So whatever you're doing, it's like I want to keep broadening. I want to leave an imprint. I want to leave a blessing. My mom crochets, and she colors, but she crochets every single day. She's making scarves, and she gives them out. She gives them away. She's doing something. She's blessing people.
Yeah.
So if you have something that you can do to bless people, enlarge your territory. It's like you want to expand and still be utilized
Right.
by God.
That's right.
And use your brain. I mean, read,
True.
not
Do word
junk.
Yes.
puzzles. Do
Yes.
word puzzles.
Do word puzzles.
But
Do something that can challenge you too. This year, my thing has been doing Sudoku puzzles. Not
like
the easy
those.
ones. I do
You
the hard ones that
take
just.
an hour.
But it's good for your mind.
Oh my gosh, has it really stretched me? And I will tell you that is something hard. When I first started learning it, it was so hard for me. You don't know all the YouTube videos that I have watched. Then I took it on like a mission, right? I was like, this is not going to beat me. I'm going to beat it, you know. So even when I get stuck sometimes, you don't even know how many videos are out there
It's
to do it.
stretching your brain.
It is. And
It's important to do that.
it is. It's very important
And as
to
being
do that.
retired, you don't want to be sitting in a recliner watching TV all day and all night.
Right.
For one, go for a walk.
Get out.
You know, if you know your neighbors, ask some, some of them might want to go walking with you. There's a lot of neighbors, especially in my neighborhood, a lot of them are retired. And I see a group of them, they walk their dogs together. They're not staying at home, they're getting some exercise and they're seeing people.
Yeah.
You need to see people. You can't just stay at home,
Yeah.
you know.
And if you don't feel safe walking alone, just even go in your backyard.
Do
Something, but
move.
get some vitamin D. Go
Yeah.
outside, get some sunshine. That always is so good for you.
Yeah.
I was thinking of my sweet dad when they lived in a mobile home, for retired people. And every single morning he'd go to the clubhouse and they have the coffee and the cups. But he'd go every single morning to go talk and love on people. My dad was a people person.
Yeah.
They loved him and they had a piano there and he'd play the piano. But he got out of the house
That's right.
and mingled. And it's like if you're in a situation where, I say, getting out of the house and being around people, or even going to a regular store. My dad would go to Smith's to go visit a friend of his, and they'd have coffee while he worked,
Yeah.
just to chat.
Yeah.
Get out of the house.
Right.
And that's a very good thing. You know, it make yourself go out and meet people if you don't know them. You know, and as Christians, volunteer. Go volunteer. You know, maybe go to an old folks home and visit people that don't get visitors. Or,
True.
you know, you're really strong in the Word and you're wanting to do something for God. We always need prayer partners at Sun Broadcasting, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You know, call, you know, Diana's our prayer coordinator. Call her. You can pray. You don't have to be home. You can come and you see people.
Right.
You're getting out. You're doing something for Him. In retirement, oh yes, it's great to enjoy, and you know, you travel and you do things, but the ultimate thing is living every day for Him.
Right. Kingdom-minded.
Yes, yes. And then you won't have, as retirement, being depressed or you know, lonely or...
Right. You have something to look forward to when you get up.
Exactly.
Oh, something
Have a
different,
plan.
right?
Have
Yeah.
something to
Do
do.
something. Yeah.
That's right. So to me, it's like, if as retirement, it's great. But I would say keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
It's very important because I've seen people, I had a neighbor, he stayed home a lot. And he stayed on his rocking. We took him out every Saturday for breakfast. And he did go to his daughters, but most of the time he was in front of that TV.
Right.
But he did call, you know, it's funny because he'd always order golf clubs. So he had more golf clubs in that garage because he was lonely. He would call the place to order and talk to people. So yeah, so you know, that's, as retirement, I would say there's a lot of things you can do. And as we go forth with all these questions, ultimately, when you give everything in retirement to the Lord, He blesses you. And I say, you know that He's got your back. You don't have to worry about anything when you're retired, because some people get lost and they don't know what to do with their lives. So as we're continuing with these questions, we'll be back. So don't turn the channel. Welcome back to Together in Grace, where we're actually answering questions from you, the viewers. So we're going to continue with more questions. Diana?
I've got one. How do I become salt and light to unbelievers around me?
Being kind.
Yeah, say,
Loving
one, how
on
about your
people.
own neighbors, your
Yes.
neighborhood? How are you showing salt and light,
Yeah.
making them thirsty for Him?
That. When you go to the store, I mean, gosh, I know people love it when you just ask them, how are you doing today? You know, having a smile on your face. That can be different.
Just say hi to someone when you're walking.
Being an encourager, yeah.
Right, or being outside sometimes. Being out, not so in the house, getting out actually, and when you see your neighbor across the street, how about wave? How about say something? How are you doing? How's it going? You know, ask questions. I've got neighbors, and anyway, that have a lot of fruit trees, and they do a lot of gardening. So he was doing something and shuffling up, cleaning. It actually startled me. I thought it was a wild animal because the plants were going. And he's like, "Oh, hi." I said, "Oh my gosh, you just startled me." And we started talking. It's like, "You've got so much. Did you get a lot of fruit?" Or just start up a conversation.
Yeah.
And then we let him know when we're out of town, and we'll keep an eye on your house. Is kind. Keeping an eye out for your neighbors.
Talking to your neighbors. Definitely. Because then you can count on them when you are out of town to watch the house.
Yeah.
It's true. And you do it for them. Or some of my neighbors, when I used to have a dog, I could leave the dog with my neighbor down the street. She would check in on him. It's nice, you know, because you get to know them. They know who
Right.
you are. And same thing with going into a store. You know, you see someone and you can tell they've had a bad day, and I'll just say something, and you know, half the time they might be wearing something really pretty, or their eyes are beautiful, and I'll just say something. I'll just say, you know, you really got beautiful eyes. I said, God really blessed you with that. And then you see a smile on their face because they didn't expect it.
Right.
It's always nice to just show love to people.
Right. A lot
Show
of times,
Jesus.
yeah.
What did he do when he walked on the earth? He loved on people no matter what.
He was looking for people.
He didn't judge people.
He didn't have his head down,
Yeah.
looking just.
I mean, you know, you see people, you see a lot of, kids that are wanting attention. You know,
True.
especially I remember one time walking, and there was some kids and they were wearing the black Gothic look.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think they expected me to say, "Good morning, how are you doing?"
Right.
They couldn't believe it. "Oh, we're doing good. How are you?" Well, because most people judge. You know, most people are nice. You should just talk. It's not a problem. There are people that can be mean, but if they're mean and you tried, no big, you know, it's not a problem.
Just,
And I think you can-
just noticing people
Yeah.
can make their day
Yes.
when
Well, I
they're
was
not
Bless
noticed.
their day.
And at the workplace, you can be kind, but another way that you can, be a person of your word.
Yes. Yes.
At a workplace,
No
if you're
kidding, true.
lazy and you're not doing everything, yeah, how can that be a witness? We do our work as unto the
good
Lord.
point.
And so that should be a place that we can very much be
Reliable,
genuine, be kind to them.
Dependable.
Yes, those things.
And love on them.
And that's a way to have your light
That is
shine
a good
unto
witness,
them.
It's a
actually.
very good witness.
Right.
Yes.
So,
It's being,
so that's what I mean. Like we say our neighbors, but your neighbors can be the people that you work with.
well,
And what
That's
about
true.
your family?
Your family.
That's true.
You can be the minister to your family.
exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, I think just
And
Really?
I'm thinking another bad example that so many people do now is they're so consumed with their phone
Yes.
that they're not engaging with the people right there.
Mm-hmm.
I say anywhere and everywhere, with their fob in their ear at the grocery store. They're just on mission to get what they need, but move out of my way.
yeah.
Right.
We have to be mindful. We're set on this planet to love people.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be reminded sometimes in everything that we do,
That's right.
on our errands,
Yep.
actually looking up and looking at people in the eyes,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
not head down, on a mission.
Right.
And we can all be guilty of that.
Right.
But
right.
when you actually notice somebody,
Just being kind.
mhm.
I think
right.
that's why the Lord tells us, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
That's right.
I do love it when someone makes a little conversation with me or whatever it is.
Yep.
It does bless me. So yeah, be aware of your surroundings and what you're doing.
That's right. That's a very good question. Okay, we have one more, huh?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
When your adult children are not respectful to you and will not allow you to see your grandchildren, what should you do?
Boy. Pray, of course, for reconciliation. And pray for their salvation if they don't know you. They don't know you. They don't know the Lord.
Mhm.
But so, okay, I'm going to ask a further question, because if they do know the Lord, what other prayer would you pray over them? That I would think, because apparently there's anger or hurt that we have to pray
Right.
against.
Whatever disagreements.
Whatever happened, because let's face it, I think family is
Mhm.
the worst that we can bring out in each other. We could say things or do things that it hurts. How do you handle that? You have to pray, but you have to love them.
Mhm.
I mean, I always go back to the word on how when Jesus walked, he got spit on, he got ridiculed, he also paid the price and
Mhm.
was crucified. But did he ever fight back? He turned the other cheek. He loved people no matter what. He loved them into the kingdom.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what we need to do.
Mhm.
And I think as a parent too, you can bless your kids by continually, I think we had talked about this before, but continue to give them birthday cards.
Yes.
or for the holidays, you be the gracious one.
Right.
Without expecting anything in return.
Right.
Exactly.
Even
Because
a
otherwise you
text.
will get disappointed, right? You'd be like, oh, well, I gave him this and they didn't even, or they didn't even acknowledge it. It doesn't, do it because you want to do it, not because you're expecting that
Right.
reward from them, you know?
I think one thing also that we have to be careful of is not throwing the guilt out there.
Right.
The woe is me, you don't call me anymore. I forgot what you look like, or and you could say things to them because they don't show up, but then you're guilting them. That's not a good testimony.
Well, that's not the way God would operate. Always ask yourself,
Because
what
it's
would
kind of
Jesus do?
selfish. It's kind of selfish and woe is me because you miss them, but we have to be. Sometimes you have to hold your tongue. How do I? And not with expectation.
Right.
Not expecting you do something to love them, send them a text, send them a card, you do the birthdays, anniversaries, the holidays, whatever, with something to make notice of them and let them know that you love them. And you're praying for them. It's just be a text. I'm thinking about you, I'm praying for you. I hope you have a great day. And don't expect a text back.
Yes, just show them love.
Just extend. You're
Right.
thinking of them.
Exactly.
Well, because when you're doing that, you're planting seeds, right?
True.
And every time that you do something loving to them, it's like watering it. And yes, I do believe there will be change.
Exactly.
And
Oh, I
sometimes
believe that.
you won't hear from them unless they're really having a hard time.
Right.
And they need prayer.
And they need prayer, they need money, they need help. And who will they go to? Somebody that actually showed love.
That's right.
Well, and you're stable. You're not one that they can't even depend on.
Correct.
It is a blessing when you are very dependable. And yes, can they take you for granted? Of course,
course.
they can.
And
But
does it hurt? Yes,
Yes.
of course it does.
yeah,
But that's where you ask the Lord just to heal it, and you still love on them.
Mm-hmm.
You love on them no matter what,
right.
because it's easy to get hurt. I mean, let's face it, sometimes we mess up. All of us have.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be that person.
Mm-mm.
That's why, because all along we say you want to be Christ-minded. When you're Christ-minded and you show love at all times, it no matter what they say, it's not gonna penetrate you, because you know the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and He gives you that peace no matter what,
Mhm.
Right.
right? So
Right.
we just need to continue with that,
Right.
and know.
And if you keep thinking about them and start really praying for them.
Oh yeah.
If you intercede when you don't know what to pray, start really praying for them and ask the Lord to give you a compassion for
Yes.
them. And He will. He
Exactly.
does. A love for them. And He'll even give you an idea of maybe what you can do
Right.
that will be timely. That's
true.
a kind of behind the scenes. Holy Spirit, help me with this situation.
Right.
That's right.
How can I be salt and
Right.
light to this hard person?
That's right.
Just
That
like
I
God has
can't.
given us grace, we need to extend that,
Mhm.
right?
That's right.
When
That's
you
what-
do that, that's when you can breathe and go like, okay, doesn't
I did it and I release it.
Right.
Then it's in your hands.
yes, Lord,
That's
do
why
with
when
it
you
what
said,
will.
"Do unto others as you do unto me," and truthfully, that's what we all should walk like, because you would never treat anybody rudely. You would never treat anybody hatefully, and I would think you always show people love and compassion. I know, that's what we're meant to do in this world. He brought us here for a purpose,
Right.
and our purpose is to love people into the kingdoms, because He loves them so much.
And that's when you go, and that's because it's not about me. It's about what can I give. That's so freeing, isn't it?
It is.
When you take you out of it and you go, but what can I do for here or there or
Yeah, yeah. God is so good, because He'll lead you. The Holy Spirit will speak through you.
Yes.
He will give you what you need to do in
Yeah.
any situation,
Amen.
which is so powerful. And that's what I love about our Lord. He never
Yeah.
leaves you without not knowing what you need to do, you know. So I and we've all experienced it in different, whether it's with friends or family.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
And
faithful.
God, we've seen God move, and it's wonderful to see. So as we've continued on answering questions, I would invite you to go to our website, which will be on the screen, and, email us your questions. There's a lot of things out there I'm sure there's questions on. And, if we don't know the answer, believe me, we'll search it out in the Word and we'll find it. But email us at our website at togetherandgracetv@gmail.org. No, .com, excuse me. togetherandgracetv@gmail.com. Ask your questions, or even if you want us to speak on a certain topic that you've been studying on, put that question on there and let us know. So we want to just thank you for joining us on Together in Grace, and we hope all these answers for these questions help you. And just know that each of us here love and appreciate you, and we thank you for watching Together in Grace. God bless you.